Hi, it's Paul Okade again, back for last segment for the day, and I want to talk briefly about the power of a positive attitude. I think for me, I've been in so many public places. I've been on airplanes, I've been in hotels, I've been in restaurants, and the restaurants I seem to always go back to are the ones where the waitresses were very, very friendly, very polite, and they behaved as if they wanted to be there. You know, sometimes you go to establishments and you know that that person just doesn't want to be there. They're working, you know, they're getting a salary, but their attitude is all wrong. You know, they serve your food in a very, very hostile way. When you call them over to your table, it's almost as if you're disturbing them. I don't know whether they were on Facebook at the time, gossiping with their friend, or it's almost like they're doing you a favor by coming to do their work that they're being paid for. So their attitude is all wrong. And you can have the best products, you can have the best food in your restaurant, you can have the best hotel, best beds. You know, people can sleep in your beds and have the best dreams. But if the waitresses, the hostesses, the staff that work in those establishments are rude, if they have a bad attitude, nobody's coming back, and when they're going, they're not going to leave a tip. You know, I've been to places where the food was rubbish, but the hospitality was fantastic. And I actually left a tip. Food was terrible. Been to restaurants where the food was, I won't mention the restaurant. Food was absolutely terrible. I mean, whoever cooked cannot cook. Can't cook, won't cook, shouldn't cook at all. But they served that horrible food in such a nice way. I tell you. They served that spiceless, flavorless, tasteless food. It's such a nice way. They made good conversation. They asked me about my family, you know, how am I doing, how's everything going. The conversation was so nice that you almost forget how, well, not completely forget, but you give them a lot of leeway for their bad cooking. You don't go back there, you know, because ultimately the restaurant is there to serve food, but it's memorable. So you know that the problem in that sort of restaurant is not the hostesses, it's the chef. So if they just change the chef, everything else is fine. So you've identified the problem. The problem is whoever it is that's cooking, you know. But in terms of the hospitality, the service, the customer services, first class. So having a positive attitude, it gets you noticed. You don't have to have skills. I often say to people, if you look at air hostesses, what exactly do they do? I don't think you need to know how to dissect a rat in a lab and know where the small and large intestines are, etc., to be an air hostess. I'm not saying that they're not intelligent people. But what I'm trying to say is their job primarily is mainly just to smile and have a positive attitude. Even if it's in a difficult flight with difficult passengers. You could have a passenger who's snoring and disturbing everybody in his cabin. But the air hostess will have a way of saying, "Sir, would you like another pillow? Would you like something to drink? Perhaps some hot lemon to help you sleep?" Now she knows that hot lemon is going to reduce the snoring. But she doesn't come and say, "Can you just stop snoring? You're disturbing everybody. Gosh, why did I let you on this plane?" No. She found a way of making the best out of a bad situation, and at the same time maintaining and saving the image of her company and the dignity of the passenger, because other passengers are watching. Because sometimes I've been in places where somebody's being told off or somebody's being disrespected. I'm not being disrespected, but somebody's being disrespected in a particular place. And I'm there thinking to myself, this could have been me, you know. So you might think that somebody's in the wrong and you have the right to have a go. But if you're a business and you've got other customers who are watching what's going on, understand that those customers have put themselves in the place of that person that you're disrespecting. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to come back there, because in their mind, they're thinking, tomorrow this could be me. This could be me being disrespected like this. So having the right attitude. Attitude is everything. Attitude supersedes talent, it supersedes skill, because certain things you just can't teach people. You can't teach people how to have a positive attitude. You can teach them skills, you can teach them how to type, how to paint, how to draw. You can teach them skills. So I would rather hire somebody who has a fantastic attitude but no skills, because I can get somebody to train them. But if Mr. Grumpy or Mrs. Grumpy, who is a fantastic brain surgeon, but even the way when she's slicing that brain, she's busy complaining on this knife, it's just, you're just like, oh my god, nobody can work with you. So attitude is everything. Fix it. Don't bring your problems to work. Everybody's got problems. You're not paid to talk about your problems. If you come into a place of employment, the moment you get into your office, leave your problems outside. Because your attitude, you're the face of your company, you're the face of your business. And people are not interested in your problems. Do you know why? The answer is it's not a trick question, it's very, very simple. People are not interested in your problems because they've got enough of their own. Sometimes the people that you're complaining to about your problems are thinking to themselves, man, I wish we could swap places, man. Is that his problem? Oh my goodness. What I would do to have a problem like that. So your attitude, have a positive outlook when you're at work, when you're in your place of business, because that's what people are going to remember. Don't complain. Even if your customer asks you for the same fork 10 times, just continue. Hi sir, just back again for the 9th time, for this fork. Okay. Press their buzzer again. Can I have another fork? I just dropped it again. No problem, sir. It happens. You know, we will drop things. You know, you can lighten the atmosphere by having a positive outlook and a positive attitude and a positive approach to your work, to your job. And that's what people will remember, because people buy people. Before I buy what you're selling, I'm going to buy you. And before I decide not to buy what you're selling, it's probably because I've not bought you. So you're the ultimate product. If I buy you, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to buy what you're selling. Hope that's helped. Take care. Bye-bye.